All right, should we do a daily? Let's actually have a look at the modifiers for the daily before we decide whether or not we're going to do it. Friendly units enter with Endless, but you deal 2 damage to all units after each combat. And friendly and enemy units gain +10, +5. Your Pyre gains +10. Okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. If anyone else would also like to try this at the same time, you'll show up there on the sideboard. It's like a collaborative play kind of situation. It's good fun. Starting with an Awake in the deck is really good here. 2 Vine Grasps and 2 Whiplashes. Okay. There's a lot of different directions we can go in right now. Sting spells gain +10 magic power and piercing. I mean, if I see that early, I have to take it early. See, the thing is, all enemies gain +10 health. So this Spikes gives me the ability to remove that 10 health and then have the Acid Rain kill a target. So this means between the Brawl and the Acid Rain and the Sentient with 10 spikes, I should be able to kill all of them. Like, pretty easily. I think I need that damage right now. Start a battle, enemy units appear on each floor. I can set up on the top floor and that'll be completely fine. If you take 10 after every combat, the Revenge is extra draw, more so than usual rate, and Sting also innately helps draw. That's what I'm thinking, specifically the patch, is that if I am going... Of course, they also have 5 extra damage. Life is rough. Ow. I guess I'm very hopeful I draw Awake next turn? Keep in mind your champ is also endless. They are! Hang on. I can't Vine Grasp my own champ and then Vine Grasp it next turn. We'll see what we can do. Oh god, the Collector. I can kill the Collector with the Train Seared. Screw it. Want money. I thought I had enough energy to play both of those. I should have played it on the back line. Alright, champ. Get back out there. Give him hell. And restore so that I can avoid giving you a damage shield. I'm taking the health there because I don't want to have to wait a full cycle before I get back to it. That's a whole lot of damage on that floor. That's good enough. What are the daily challenge modifiers? You're right. Hang on. No, wait. My head is in the right area. Cool. Friendly units enter with Endless. Acid Rain deals 2 damage to all enemies after each combat. All units after each combat. And Brawl. Friendly and enemy units gain +5, +10, and the Pyre gains +10. Alright. I mean, Restoration Detonation makes a lot of sense right here. Molded. Do I? No, they're endless. They never die. It's not gonna do anything. An Endless Entombed Explosive? Is that a good thing? In the front line, constantly have a die, blow up, deal 35 damage to the enemies, but they have 10 extra health. That's not that great. It's an extra card I have to draw every single turn. I don't think I want it. I'm fine. I'm going to take the money and run away. There we go. Solved it. I need an early unit. I need a good... Oh, really good. I need an early unit. I need a good one, so... Multi-strike? Okay. Legion of Wax. Dang. Friendly burnout units getting Rage 2 and having multi-strike already seems like a way to do a thing. Baron with Endless. Baron with Endless is also appealing, but the Baron with Endless grows so slowly is the thing. You need so many units to die before it's actually useful. My cat says hello, Raps. Hello, Jarrett's cat. Alright, we'll try the Baron. I think I have to give it multi-strike to make it do any reasonable damage. I think giving it plus 10 initially is also a good way to get it to do reasonable damage. Is it... Especially, I'm just worried about the extra 10 health on the enemies. It's like, it's constantly just a thought that's blaring back into my head. It's a tank, not a DPS. It has to fulfill both roles at the moment because neither of them was fulfilling the DPS. Enemy center with armor 10. Good lord. But I really want units so that I can actually find something to build around. I'll take it. One of the modifiers for today's daily again. Friendly units are endless. 2 damage to all units after each combat, and +5/+10 to all units as well as your pyre gets +10. Sentient, Baron. Egg. Great. Unfortunately, we had Restoration Detonation in that opening hand. Worst time for it. Let's move you to the front. So what, you attack and you take 10? So actually, yeah, that gives me the ability to go through and kill, then restore you, train steward. Try and awake as well. And a drag on the top line for fun. Stop. Oh, never mind. What did I do? Is it alright if I talk about stuff in the daily after you make your choices, Raps? I don't want to spoil. Yep, totally fine. More than welcome to, bro champ. So you played the train steward on top to kill the collector? No, yeah, I used the drag for it. I hovered over the train collector stats and I was like, if I do that, then I'm gonna have to use a vine grasp, and then figured out that I could just use a single unit up there. Reroll on the merchant, gave Bloodstone for the Baron. Dang. That would have been nice, but yeah, I couldn't play with that as, you know, knowledge that I would have already had because I shouldn't have already had it. Gain a little extra health there, and then throw out the... Because you've got sweep. It's fine to throw out just that there. I think I need to keep my top floors clear so that I can play my reformed units on those floors after the bosses spawn. Leaves myself with the ability to actually ascend floors. Don't block the other floors. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out my approach to now. I just have so many trash units in the deck and I can't get them out because they're endless. So I just need to remove them more quickly. The annoying thing here is I want the Sting, but the Restoration Detonation I think I still need, like, desperately. Because I haven't got holdover, I haven't got anything like that on the Restoration Detonation already. It's routinely going to be 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Extremely routinely. Just more than Sting. You got Awake though? Yeah, but Awake is one card in the deck, right? Awake and Restoration Detonation are 2 cards in the deck. I think a Drake on the Forge is more damage than a Restoration Detonation. 14 versus 50? Sting is piercing and slightly more damage than the drag. Talking to Brocham? Oh, sorry, my bad. Aren't there some very large tanks with mostly armor? For these characters? No. Sting seems to like the play because of Artifact. Like, it does synergize with the Artifact, but I don't know if that's what we need as much as we need a Restoration Detonation. I'm pretty happy to hard pass on these. Ooh, okay. There's an Animus of Will there, and the Animus of Will is looking real good. Okay, so what if we have a bottom floor that's just the Sentient, that is just trying to cut HP off of enemies, just standing there to kind of, like, lower their HP a little bit, right? And then our next floor is a Baron with a Animus of Will behind it, and they're just going buck wild. They're just going for it. Alright, Rappy, catch you around, VC. Big Sludge is also appealing because, you know, stacking 2 Harvest Triggers on the same floor is always pretty appealing to me. It's just, are they going to be able to reach it? The Animus of Will only needs like a +10 or a Large Stone or a Multi-Strike or a +5, +10. Like, there are so many things that the Animus of Will can do. Big Sludge just wants Multi-Strike. Or you could go Capacity and fit them all on the same floor. Really depends on whether or not the Animus of Will ends up with Large Stone, but yeah, I could do that. You could use the +5 attack and Burnout 2 on it. Right, yeah, because it's only applying Burnout, it's not enhancing with Burnout, so it doesn't come back with Burnout after the Endless. Nice. I like that. I think it's Animus of Will. I want to run a Big Sludge run. I just don't think this is it. This ain't it, Chief. I don't think we have anything yet that we want to duplicate, so. Pretty easy choice to go to the Merchant of Magic instead. Holdover. Alright, well, holdover +10 magic power on a Restoration Detonation is pretty ridiculous, so. Solves pretty much all the problems I had with the Restoration Detonation earlier. Throw out an Awake as well. See what we get. Well. They're endless. and we have Acid Rain. They're a heavy upgrade debt. I don't think I can turn them down. I don't think I can turn them down. We've got the Spike Driver colonies. They start with multi-strike, extinguish at a permanent copy of this card to your discard pile. After you have 4 of them, and then you leave that fight, it will remove the extinguish trigger, but it will give it plus 20 damage. So we're going to want to wait to upgrade that in... the next area. We got a Merchant of Steel, as well as a Remnant Banner and Unstable Vortex. That's good. There's a lot of removal I still want to do. So we'll go to the Unstable Vortex, Merchant of Steel. We're going to look for... we might not be able to look for upgrades. We might just have to take what's on offer, because we don't have much money. Dang it. Wish I saw this event more often. Such a cool one. I think if you saw it more often, it would be... It's very transformative to your run. I think if you saw it more often, it wouldn't be as exciting. Okay. I can play the Sentient here on the bottom line. So all units after combat. But if I do that, then the Wickless Baron doesn't get the buff of all of these dying. I think it should probably be Sentient and then Wickless Baron on this line. We don't start running the previous plan of the Animus of Will yet. And I think we also cast the Restoration Detonation here, just to have its holdover effect. The final thing is, do I want to play a Dreg on the top line? It'll burn out in 2 turns time and go back to the top of my deck, but the benefit for playing it there is... No, wait, there's... No, there's no collectors in these fights, it's fine. So the benefit for it being there is nothing. I might not actually want to play any of these. Because I don't want them to go back to the top of the deck. I don't really want them to be here on the bottom line fighting. Alright. Thanks, team. I got past Fell. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it, Cycling T. So we can block the first 2. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We'll block the first 2 with this. Yeah, because I hits back with a Wickless Baron are already killing both of the Disciple Foot Soldiers, so I don't need to hold that. That's fine. And then I have, instead of playing my Endless Unit again, I have the Restoration Detonation. We kill the frontliner, and then we kill the backliner easily. Great. We're about to cycle through the deck. No, I don't put Wick Lashes on you. Yeah, this is a problem. The Conduit Infiltrator is about to go up. But they're going to go up. They're going to go down to 8, right? So 8, 8, 4. So 24, 28, 28 damage. Split 8, 8, 8. It's going to kill the Train Steward in that line. And then Dreg kills. That's... We can only kill one of them right now with the haste. Next hand, we don't have much better... Actually, hang on. No, next hand, we can use a Restoration Detonation on the 2 damage taken by the Train Steward in order to deal 10 damage to the front line. So we can take out 1 Clergyman. So they have 8, 8, and 4. So 8 and 8 hit the Train Steward, and then the 4 kills the Train Steward, and then the Drake hits back, killing another one, and then we only have, what, 6 and 2 damage taken, so we take 8 damage total after all that. I think that's the best I can do. Any breakpoints there? It's 2 8s, right? Hit 16, and then the 4 is 2 overflow. But other than that, I don't think we have any way to modify the breakpoints. It's just, you know, defending against them. Yes, yes, it is the 2 on this as well, because we have the Restoration Detonation coming in next turn. Just making certain of that. That makes life harder. Okay. We can still do something here. It's Vine Grasp that forward, Restoration Detonation you in order to kill that, Restoration Detonation you in order to kill the next one, and then we have the same thing happen. But this Forged Disciple is going to be an awful time for us. I would put the Train Stew and then a Spike Driver colony on this floor just so they can do the damage there, but I don't like that. Stew it on top. Oh, right. Yeah, no, they can attack immediately, can't they? I don't know why I thought they couldn't attack immediately. Yeah, I could even... Almost. I could put the Spike Driver colony behind this, because honestly, if we lose the Sentient and the Wickless Baron, we've already lost. So if the Spike Driver ever has the ability to die, we already have died. Daze messes with your brain, I feel ya. Yeah, I constantly end up in the mindset of, yeah, you can't do that on the top floor. Well, the top floor isn't for that. Car. I think we're fine now. I really like that held over Restoration Detonation. Very, very big fan. Bounty Stalker with Endless? Just yes, right? It's more upgrade debt though. But it is a good upgrade target to give Burnout 1 to. Formless Child is useless, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for giving me entertain raps in chat. It says Embryonic 13, along with a subscription to tier 1 for the 3rd month. Enjoy most in chat, and welcome back to the Republic, Embryonic. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bounty. I'm fine on this one, though. Am I? What if I have a 2nd floor? What if I have a 3rd floor? Okay. My floor plans. We have the Wickless Baron behind the Sentient. Maybe we keep that, right? Then we throw the Animus of Will behind the big sludge. And then we have a bottom floor that's just all Spike Driver colonies. Is that worth anything? Not really, because if the harvest is good, then the top floor harvest is bad. Turn it down. Bounty in front of Sludge, is in the Wickless Baron. Bounty? No, Bounty Stalker. Yeah, it's not really a constant game plan. They're constantly getting out of the deck. Probably got my ass handed to me at the next boss, but it's further than you'd been before. Progress. Thorned Hollow, you have Hold Over Heal. It is... I mean, it would be a decent frontliner unit. Maybe it should have been Thorned Hollow, though. I think here for us, it's either draw or energy. I think I'll take the draw because I have a lot of good cards in the deck that I just want to get to. Cap maybe? I don't think it's capacity. I think I'm pretty comfy living within the... Oh, quick. Quick on Spike Driver Colony is so good. Honestly, I could get away giving the Spike Driver Colony just the +10 here as well. Because then they are 36. Yeah, after I get 4 of them in the deck, right? They become 36 multi-strike, and they have 11 health as well. So their health is not great, but they don't really get hit by enemies at all. They will have problems with sweep, but again, they're endless. They'll just come back, right? It's totally fine. The Acid Rain won't affect them that bad. +10 and reroll for Burnout. Very happy with that line. Found it. So I'm giving Burnout to the Bounty Striker there so that I can play the Bounty Striker every single turn. It has stealth on the turn that it comes into the field, so it wouldn't die that turn. It would die at the start of the next turn before dealing any damage. This means it deals its damage, then it dies, then we play it again. Every single turn we're going to play it, it's going to get real big. We're going to want to give it multi-strike later if we have the ability to. Okay. As for removal, honestly, those Wicklashes aren't getting played at all. Like, they're just not getting played. But the thing is, the other things like Dregs just come back constantly. Train Stewards as well. I think capacity is our problem, so instead of removing the Dregs, I'm going to remove the Train Stewards first. Maybe it's actually one of each. I think it's actually one of each. Because the Dregs also do come back to my hand, right? Stop offering me the sludge. It's a rare card, apparently. Let it be a rare card. Okay, the 20 spikes here is big. I don't need the draw. All right. Wicklash, you also eventually want to keep the Bounty Stalker alive for more than one turn. Will I? Because the thing is, like, if I do eventually want to do that, I'm going to have to get them on a turn with the... I'm also going to have to defend the Bounty Stalker if I do that. I kind of like the Bounty Stalker just being one big spell that takes out the frontliner. Just get big enough to one-shot Sarah without multi-strike. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move up a floor. So this is the light harnesses, so they're going to be growing bigger as they go up the map. If they're restoring all health as they move up a floor, is that something that we can deal with? Yes. Because 2 of them hitting the Sentient, and then 1 of them hitting the Wickless, or rather the Wickless hitting them back each, kills them already. And then by the time that we have lines with the Clip Defender also defending them, we will have other things like Restoration Detonation already going off. I think I'm totally fine doing this. I actually don't think it's even a threat. I might just set up here on the bottom floor. But then I let 1 light harnesser go by. Okay with letting 1 light harnesser go by. No, because I want to set up the Spike Driver Colony as my bottom floor. Or, no, I want to set up the Bounty Stalker as my bottom floor. Mystiol as well, advice coming. I think I set up on the top because these get +3, so both of them go there. That's 1 Restoration Detonation, right? Yeah. So I can... The single holdover Restoration Detonation is enough to keep us in a holding pattern there. And then, like, none of the rest of this does anything. So do I throw a Train Steward on top? Or do I just suck it up and not play a Train Steward? Because I do need to leave space for my Spike Driver Colonies on the bottom line. Need to leave space for harvested stuff. No. One Vine Grasp ensures the first one dies to spikes in case you don't get the Baron. No, they're gonna full heal as they move up floors, so it doesn't matter what I do here. It's just trains you, do I play it or not? Fine. There we go. Hello. Gotcha, bud. Rude. I do need to play the Restoration Detonation here. Literally just to have the holdover effect trigger, and then Dreg goes in the back line. Fine. I love that every turn I have those two actions that I can just rely on of like, yep, I know what happens now. This holdover and this endless. I don't want another Dreg out there, I think. Yeah, fine. Okay. Another Bounty Stalker, another... do I put a Spike Driver Colony here? No, because that actually... yeah, it makes killing them harder. Does it? Hang on. Spike Driver Colony double strikes the light. Then you strike back, killing it. Then what? Yeah, we don't kill the light harness. No, wait, hang on. We use the Restoration Detonation though. But then the Spike Driver Colony doesn't die on the bottom floor. Okay, that's the problem. We've accurately identified the problem. Again. We go for a Spike Driver. Hold up there, and then this will result. No space. Do it. Dang it. This would have resolved on the top line before we actually had this battle. So now we should have 1, 2. How many times did it die? Do we have 4 now? We don't, do we? No, we do. We have 4. Yes. I actually wanted to get 5, but I'll settle for 4. Cards which have consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. We have no consume cards in this deck yet. I'm gonna take the money. I don't know if I want to take many consume cards in this deck at all. Engraft. Nothing. Bramble Lash. I mean, Bramble Lash does the same thing as Restoration Detonation for us right now, except it doesn't heal. Fine. And then Sacred... no, won't bring... no, 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 none of these bring back anything. I mean, at least the Remnant Host summons 2 drafts. The drafts are 15 15s with multi-strike and burnout 1. They're also cardless, so they don't go back to the top of the deck, but the Remnant Host does. That's not awful. The only problem is, where do I put it? So if I put it in front of the Wickless Baron, right, specifically in front of the Sentient as well, then the Sentient spikes don't get attacked. So I need somewhere to put it where it will actually die, but it's not going to happen. Improved Spike Driver. Upgrade all Spike Driver colonies with plus 20 damage. Hey, now 36 times 2. Quick. I want the removal over this side, but I don't want the Merchant of Trinkets. But no, multi-strike, and yeah, there's... Is it just multi-strike? Yeah, for the Bounty Stalker, it's... I mean, and Animus of Will can also get upgrades over here that would make it useful. Sure, let's have a look at them. Okay. Animus of Will with +10 is Animus of Will part of my deck anymore? Because it's a priority draw. Now I'd cut the Animus. Yeah, we're on the same page, bud. I don't want it in the deck anymore. Like it's taking the priority draw slot. Let's go to the Concealed Caverns and see if there's anything there. Do I? I mean, it could take it. It's a flaw by itself. Obviously, the Animus of Will is a flaw by itself with this as well. Make him small instead. I could see make small, but do that on the Wickless Baron. Tiny Stalker? Why would I make the Stalker tiny? Oh, because I have 5 capacity, and this gives me the ability to go 4 Spike Driver colonies and then 1 bounty on the same floor. How many Hell Vents do I have left? 1, 2. I have 2 Hell Vents left. So theoretically, if I focused on it, I could just dupe the Bounty Stalker 2 times after making it 1 capacity. So Bounty Stalker are effectively their Spike Driver colonies for me. All right. Let's do it. Sorry, I just realized we have the fat man and the little boy in the same deck, and it's about nuking enemies. Spike Drivers like 200 damage. Yeah, the Spike Drivers are a lot. Not most enemies end with Spikes 4. But do you think I care, though? Do you think I care at all? Do you think that... Look at me shake. That would have worked better if I wasn't shaking. It's cold. This is such a weird deck, but I'm greatly enjoying it. This is wild. I don't know what's going on half the time with this deck. I love it. Do I even Animus of Will the top floor here? Oh, I forgot to cut it! I forgot to cut it. Josie, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime, Twitch 1. Sorry, tier, good lord, I can't read. Thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription for the 3rd month in a row and 6 months total in Juro Modes in chat, and welcome back to the Republic, Josie. That was terrible. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm done. This Bounty Stalker kills the bottom line almost. Trainsuit Dreg is not the top line, that's fine. Great. Throw a Restore out on you, and then Spike Driver Colony, Spike Driver Colony. Yes. It never stops. Kill them all. All you're doing is giving them to my next hand. I know regen is more health, but I want to trigger the holdover there. I guess everything has +5 or +10 or something. Yes, we have Never Say Die. Friendly units enter with Endless. We also have Acid Rain. Deal 2 damage to all units after each combat. And friendly and enemy units gain +5, +10. And then the Pyre gains +10 as well. It is a daily challenge that we're currently running. Give them all the absolute business right there. This run seems OP. Oh, what about it? Is it the bounty stalker that does 240 damage to the front enemies and then just disappears back into the night? Or is it the spike driver colonies that deal almost 200 damage to the enemies before they get to react? I'm fine with this. I want the bounty stalkers ideally to die. And then... it did burn out. First time a friendly unit is healed each turn, draw 1. I do that every turn, so extra draw. Love it. Preserve Thorns, though. No. No. So, yes, Preserve Thorns works well with Thorn Casing, but those two working together is nowhere near the Bounty Stalker Spike Driver stuff that's already going on, right? And it would slightly interfere with it, at least in the initial draw. I'm fine, thank you. I don't need any of these. We've got to focus on what we need, not what we want right now. Please don't take draw next gen. But what if I want to? Yeah, we're doing it. Gimme. Gimme. Capacity for more spiders? But I don't have that many spiders. I might go capacity. In any case, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month to you as well. In fact, happy Pride Month to everyone. Bounty Stalker. Spike Drive Colony actually doesn't even do anything here on the bottom line. Other than... Well, it doesn't die. No, it does die. It does nothing on the bottom line other than die. Do I play an Animus of Will just to sap up that hit so I can keep the Spike Driver Colony out there? I think I do. And then why do I even care about this Wickless Baron anymore? Why should I? Started just ripping them apart. I'll even throw that on the top line. Silvato, thank you very much for the 100 pride bits right there. Love that little flag. Just so well animated. Bounty Stalker, Bounty Stalker. I need so many Spike Drivers on the same turn before they'll actually start living. Should aim at Fell with the bounties, TBH. I'll do that, especially now, because I just can. It's just the thing I can do. Do I even need Restoration Detonation anymore? It's just another card in every hand. I don't think I want it anymore. Why not one Bounty Stalker on mid so Harvest Trigger is guaranteed? I'll start doing that more consistently. It was starting to be overkill and I was still just playing the same way. I'll try and be a bit more mindful of it. 2. You go there. You go there. Now we're starting to keep some Spike Driver colonies alive as well. Cut Baron, Animus, and all the Drakes and Train Stewards. Baron's gonna be like one of my last cuts. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to cut it. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. So this gives me the ability to keep it around for a boss. The only thing is its health is garbage. So keeping it around for a boss, like I would still need to defend it behind things. I think we are actually better served just by getting the extra capacity and then just not Not even keeping it around with wickless recruitments or anything like that. Adapting mutation. Adapting mutation would be a giant bounty stalker that does no damage and dies instantly. But you can defend it behind things. The spike driver colonies that die, like each of them I think will die to a single attack by the Seraph. So like her Seraph, him, right? His 4 times multi-strike is going to just kill out all of the spike driver colonies and then me. It's like, yeah, this is an extra piece that I don't need. Sorry, the middle floor? Right, yeah, put a bounty stalker behind in the middle floor. The thing is, if I'm already doing that, I think I've already won. It's, like, because we'll have the 2 bounty stalkers doing on the bottom floor, right? Already, like, as Sal just pointed out, 800 damage. Do that on the second floor, another 800 at the absolute least. Although they do have burnout and then do it on the next floor. Yeah, it doesn't seem useful. Like, I would have to give this permafrost as well in order to try and get it to be useful. I just don't. No, do I? No, I would just have to decide early when I want to use that in the boss fight. I'm fine. I will actually take the capacity here. You convinced me. You gotta tell me you have the Waxer Snuffer, please. Thank you, game. So double the extinguishers now, so they grow twice as fast. The rest of these train stewards need to get out of the deck. Should I actually... I think I should actually manually remove some stuff now. I could remove one more and it would be a dreg. I don't think it's super necessary right now. But is it? What's in our next area, right? Next area is the boss. We're almost certainly going to take whatever challenge this is, because as if we won't. It'd probably be cutting that restoration detonation now. No, dregs, right, dregs. Then the restoration detonation. So the next area, we have the Hellvent and the Unstable Portal on the same, Vortex rather, on the same side. So we get 2 removals in the next area for free. So we can guarantee that we remove all of the minions as well as the restoration detonation. I'll hold. I don't know what relic even helps me here. Like, I don't know what we need at all for the rest of this run. Enemies get Spell Shield. Well, that's going to protect them against my Vine Grasps, which, as we all know, is the most impactful card in this entire deck. How about top floor with spiders, middle floor classic, and Stalker, classic plus Stalker and bottom Stalker? The Stalker doesn't take up that much space. I can just do it on bottom floor anyway. Go get him, Stalker. Also, I actually want the Spike Driver colony out here. Yeah, because it'll be quick. It'll kill these 2. They'll deal damage to the Bounty Stalker. Then the Bounty Stalker kills both of them. Actually sets this up way better. Bounty Stalker is basically a spell, though. Doesn't that count? Apparently not. Yeah, it still has the ability to kill them through Spell Shield. Wild. Oh, God. This is actually the perfect hands. Oh, it's so good. All right. Bounty Stalker. Another Bounty Stalker, thank you. And heck, let's put another Spike Driver colony out there too. Yeah, this got real wild real quickly and I love it. Just trying to keep those alive a little bit. I do kind of like when we can enter like a solved state of play. The Stalkers aren't even needed. It's wild when you have a situation like the Stalkers not being needed when they're dealing, you know, almost 1,000 damage by themselves right now. Speaking of almost 1,000 damage by themselves right now, let's deal that. Remember when I said Awoken Remnant sucked? I do. I do. This is going against that proposition you've made there. Awoken Rail Spike, if it reduced the cost of the Bounty Stalkers, would be nice, but it's real hard to get them to do that. I don't think I need any of this. I really don't think I need any of this. I'll take that as well. What is this run I've shown up to watch? So it is a daily challenge where all of my units have Endless. We also have Acid Rain dealing 2 damage to all units after each combat, and Brawl. Friendly and enemy units gain +5/+10, and the Pyre gains +10. But the big thing is these Bounty Stalkers have Multi-Strike, Burnout, and Minor Refraction, so they're small as well. So they spawn, they do their damage, they die, and then they come back next turn because they're Endless as well. And then we have Wax's Snuffer, which triggers their abilities additional time. So, life is wild. Save goal for score, just saying. I really like just making the big run. I don't really care about my score, I don't think. Do I? Should I? Have I taken... how much damage have I taken in fights? Deal 5 damage when to enemy units. So all enemy units, whenever a burnout unit dies. It's not necessary. But that is 10 damage to all enemy units each turn. There's an achievement to get a 50k score in a daily. Fine. Fine, that'll make me do it. That'll make me do it. Alright, let's remove... Drag. You won't get 50k? Watch me! I'm not gonna get 50k. But we will definitely ruin the day of this Seraph, because as soon as I have all of my Bounty Stalkers, we just play them on the floor for Seraph is on until the Seraph is dead. Yeah, I'm gonna go like one of those. There we go, 332 damage to the Seraph here. Give you a Vine Grass, just a little bit extra damage. Almost. Restoration Detonation is not enough damage to take out the Light Wings by itself. Light Wings already dies to my Thorns, so it's fine. It's the best we can do. Okay. Get him. Got it. That worked out okay, I think. Still don't really know what my score is. I'm not opening the check over there. So I was just short. Okay, so if I took 20, I took 20 damage on the first fight. Yeah, that's 24 there, 24, no, 12 there, and then the rest of them we just trounced. If we did slightly better in one of the earlier ones, I think our score would have been enough. I did, however, get the achievement for getting 40,000 in a daily because apparently I hadn't gotten that yet. Let's bring up the run summary for the folks over on YouTube who are gonna see the 4 times Spike Driver Colony and 3 times Bounty Stalkers. I'm gonna have to eat my words. You're way closer than I thought to 50k. If you'd gone for an earlier fell kill, you'd have the 50k. Could I have? I think splitting up the yeah. Splitting up the second floor, so I would have had the ability to play more. Yes, yeah, no, I could have. Yeah. Oh god, Oh, I could have done it. I actually could have done it. Ugh. Rough. If you'd gone for the earlier fell kill, you'd have gotten the 50k. Oh, sorry. The Seraph kill I could have gotten by splitting the floors, but the fell kill, yeah, I also didn't go for them. Sorry, I always confuse fell and Seraph, weirdly. All right. 61. I'm okay with that. Extremely okay with that.